Part of my research is on masonry construction, and recently I've been investigating how to work with reclaimed bricks. It is a material that is super durable, widely available, light to build with, and it has a historical precedent that reusing it is possible. And I also understand the fright that comes with using reclaimed bricks, because reclaimed bricks can be very unpredictable. So what I'm working on is to make using reclaimed bricks predictable, which would make it a valid option for architects and would also make it acceptable for engineers. So I'm coming from a country in the middle of Europe, which is a small country, Hungary, and we don't really talk about diversity there. So for me, experiencing that at Penn State, diversity is at least out on the table, and there are initiatives to advance this topic, is so liberating. And I also think that there is no way we can get where we want to get without people collaborating. And if the issue of diversity is not addressed, I don't really see how they would. There is a game which I really enjoy. It's called the Climate Change Game. And it's essentially a playful way to explore how hard it is really to collaborate, even for a goal that seems to be the benefit for all. So this is my very limited and very high level experience of how social issues work their way into sustainability, but it makes me a believer that we have to rely on that. But part of the reason I enjoy working with masonry is it lends itself very well with self-built construction, but it also can be leveraged by contemporary technology. So I think it's an exciting mix looking into the future, allowing people to contribute, to work together with this material, while also using cutting-edge technology. So the background suddenly makes sense. This is a church, but it is made of a super light space structure, which was developed for industrial halls. I do think that this church behind me is in a good way funny, and I would like to see that return to architecture. So while the challenges are grand, it is also important to create a future that we can enjoy.